I know it's like super late. I try not to, cause I don't really like want to do like a whole bunch of uploads. I don't want to edit the video down. Let me just tell y'all that. I don't want to edit the video. That's really what it is. I'm being lazy. What the hell? Let me see. I'm trying to see something. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Let me share this out. I gotta share it now because if we don't, it will be too late. So, hey Couture Bays, it's your girl Britt Brack going live with the Bree Talk. And Bay Squad, we gotta talk. Why is it? Discard. Share this in the Bay Squad chat. If you're not in Bay Squad, then where are you at? Okay. Can y'all thumbs up the video, like this video? Like it now, don't like it later. We normally do not go live, but that's on me. Put this in the Bay Squad chat with the members. We are live. Listen, it must be like a good week. No, but hey, Couture Ways, it's your girl, Britt Brack, going live with the Real Talk and Make Squad. We gotta talk. Now, before we get started, let's like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not facts. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes solely. So sit back, relax, sip you some apple juice or my faith, the vegan water, and let's get into the mess, shall we? How you can like this video is by double tapping the screen or hitting those three dots right there. How you can engage with this video is by hitting those three dots right there and subscribing to the channel, all those things. Yes, you can send us a cash app, super chat. Help us get in the algorithm. Thank you. You love my hair. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That being said, let's get into the mess. Did I tell y'all everything was allegedly? So I want to start off with Megan's team really fast because that's ever since that full moon. Ever since that full moon, the girls have been acting up. The girls have been acting up. Okay, Salt and Pepper are fighting with UMG. Meg the Stallion's team, the lawyers, are dog walking the Tory Lanez supporters. You got Remy Ma crashing out over a Papoose who's broke and destitute. I've never seen anybody crash out behind a broke man ever. And I think y'all are getting the story twisted just from my optics. And I think Remy Ma looks good, but let's not act like we're not here. It was her doppelganger that brought us into the group chat. Oh, how the girls forget. But yes. Hey AT, hey D Smith, what's going on? Please don't be hypersexual in the chat. Child, what? Mods, time that shit out. Like, come on now. We are monetized. Okay, thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Yes, thank God it's Friday. Okay. Uh, but that being said, so let's get into Make This Diet. So y'all know Tory Lanez has this attorney. She's a House of Representatives down in Florida talking about free Tory Lanez because Amber Rose told her to. Child, that's where she went wrong. You're out here listening to a bald-headed hood rat. It's like a biracial bald-headed hood rat who could not solidify her space. But it is what it is. So you have this woman, I don't even care to know her name because she's irrelevant, talking about I'm going to go meet with Governor Gavin Newsom so he can free Tory. Baby, that's never happening. That is never happening for a plethora of reasons. I said, isn't it funny you're a House of Representatives down in Florida, but you don't have Ron DeSantis on your side? You don't have your governor on your side? You want to help an immigrant who's harmed Americans, law-abiding Americans at that, tax-paying Americans? Megan Thee Stallion is a Florida constituent. And you think you're going to get a second term? Pauline, whatever your name is, Dum Dum. The girls are so dumb. And what did Megan's team do and the lawyers do? Every lie Tory has put out, they combated it with the receipts. I love it. Have y'all not been seeing the internet? Have y'all not been seeing the internet? They are not playing. They got Milagro crashing out. She's mad. Why am I in this? Why am I in this? Because, baby, when you do the bidding of dusty, destitute men, they drag you to the pits of hell. Now your name is associated with this. Now Tory's team has completely cut you off. Girl, they got you on the internet crashing out for 40 days and 40 nights. And you talking about Megan shouldn't put out a statement. Milagro, baby. Milagro, girl. Let me put on my lip gloss. And to you Tory Lane defenders, y'all are so crazy. Y'all are so crazy. That's all I can say. I wish I would stress myself with the likes of doing the bidding of somebody who would not get on the stand and defend themselves. Then the audio of the rounds, you hear Tory Lanez saying something. It does sound like he says, dance, bitch. Just FYI. Just FYI. They didn't re-uploaded it to Beyonce's internet. Shout out to Nick at Night. Nick at Night, they're using your clip. And you hear it 1, 2, 3. Tory Lanez says something. 4, 5. If them experts get you on audio saying, dance, bitch, it's over for you. And y'all are so stupid because y'all are part of the problem. Megan's team said they had time today. Yes, hit the like button. Hey, Sherry. They had time today, and I love it. I love it. So if you're out here spreading misinformation, not giving your thoughts, spreading misinformation, baby, you might be in trouble. You might be in trouble. You might be in trouble. Ooh, where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Brother, check up. Brother, check up. And brother, check up. I don't have no eyes. Thank you, 82. Thank you. They completely got played. To the left. Like, y'all are so stupid. And I see y'all out here mad because Megan unfollowed peacefully Glorilla and blocked her. That is smart. Let me tell y'all something. I unfollow people for less. I literally was at work today on my good day off because of Instacart, and I cussed everybody out. Everybody. And when someone told me I should smile, and I always smile, I went in on them. I told them I didn't have to be nice, and I don't have to smile at them. That's not my job. My job is to do my job. Being friends with them is a bonus if I choose to. And I told them, do not label me, because the moment you don't smile, I'm going to be on your ass. I stopped talking to people for less. The moment someone does something I don't like, they breathe wrong, I don't like them. Y'all better ask Sherry. You better ask Sherry about me. I be like, I don't like that. So if Megan wants to unfollow Glorilla because she shared herself with a Tory Lanez song in the background, how is you cool? How is you cool? Okay? Because let's be very clear. What was the reason? The song hit so hard you had to share his song? This is so weird. Thank you so much. Hey, Dr. Nikki, what is going on? Hey, CB, what's going on? Yes, thank you for the donation. So, moving right along, let's get into Remy Ma and the Papoose. So, I was waiting for everything to come out, and honestly and truly, I feel like this. Married folk who are on the verge of divorce are going to do what they do best. They're going to fight. They're going to They're gonna do a lot, right? So to me, this is nothing new. But the problem is Remy Ma's birthday is coming up. She's feeling a little lonely. I went and listened to that Breakfast Club interview again just to see what Clarissa really said in there and to see if there was any validity to why Remy Ma feels some type of way. And I didn't get that. I didn't get that at all. You know why? Because we have the receipts. Okay. Remy Ma is bitter. And I don't like to say that, but Remy Ma is bitter because she chose a loser. See what choosing a loser will do to you? The only receipt Remy Ma posted was that he pawned her Cartier bracelet. And I was like, this is it? I thought you said you filed for divorce. Where's that at? Where's those receipts? Post the receipts we want to see. Since you want to put us in the group chat. Because let's be clear. We're only here because of your doppelganger man. Your man. Not Clarissa. Clarissa was out in the cut and we didn't know nothing was going on. We had no idea. I told y'all when I found out, when I came to y'all with the rumors that Papoose beat somebody up and knocked that man out and we went and looked at the pictures, I got that from somebody who likes battle rappers. Ooh, we had another, where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the check up. Run the checkup and run the checkup. Oh, thank you, Dr. Nikki. Come on, NPW Protector. Yes. I really enjoy your content. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bay Squad. Shout out to the international and domestic bays. Shout out to the good working people, the entrepreneurs. We have everybody in the chat. You see this? We got doctors. We got big content creators. Okay, your favorite blogger's favorite blogger. Thank you so much. Right, Clarissa was after blockchain. She F'd down. Ooh, right, Clarissa. You mean Remy? Remy? You mean Remy? Because Clarissa got Papoose. She got the real one. She didn't get the off-brand, okay? The great value. The great value Pap. So let's get into a little bit of what she said. I'm not going to play everything because there was a lot going on. There was a lot of fighting. But I just want to get to the parts that made sense to me. Because everybody's covering like this because it was breaking news. Breaking! So let's get into it. Where is that one? Here it was. Here it is. Ooh. Wait. No, that's not it. Dang, that's the wrong one. So in the Breakfast Club interview, she said her and Pap are a family. She said when he's with her, they're together. It feels good. They have no issues. When he's doing whatever with his family, with Remy and them, it's no beef. She literally said that. She said there's no beef. I don't understand what's going on with the girls. Oh, where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the checkup. Run the checkup and run the checkup. Thank you, Dr. Nikki. I will definitely hit the international jig for y'all. With no ice. With no ice. Thank you. And thank you, Sherry, for being a member for 10 months. Heck, 19 months. Yes, hit that like button. Thank y'all. We're loving the donations. This is how you can show the support. Look, at the end of the day, she was on the Breakfast Club saying that she loves Pap. Pap loves her. They're a family. She was talking about her boxing and stuff like that. She was asked the question. And the fact that Remy Ma is acting like she don't understand why she's being brought up. Girl, you leaked her number on Beyonce's internet. I was part of the people who called it just to see if it would ring. You leaked that woman's number, the Olympian, the Golden Gloves boxing champ number on Beyonce's internet. You did that. And you expect people not to ask her about you? Weird, strange. See, Remy's problem is Remy is a mean girl. And when I say mean girl, I'm not talking about your typical, I don't do the I believe all women type stuff. I'm talking about the type of mean girl who will shoot her friend over a stack I guess you needed a pap. That's the type of mean girl we're talking about. The no frauds, was picking. She's a problem. And I had this conversation with one of the Bay Squad members, and we were talking about Remy Ma, and we was excited for Remy to lose the weight. And I understand she was talking about her conflictions with having this baby. Hence why in this live he said my child. He didn't say our child. He said my child because he did beg Remy for this baby. But he thought she was going to be on some family type teams. That's not what she wanted because she gave up her life. Let you raise her son just for her to come home and do whatever to her son, not be a grandmother to his child. And then now he's facing life in prison in New York for what he did. And I get it. I saw what Nikki said, but Nikki, don't laugh too hard, girl. They say when you laugh at people's demise, because they say you got a pookie over there. I don't know. I don't know. That's what the internet has said. They said you was being shady towards Remy, and they said you can't laugh too hard. Don't get the chocolate before they start telling jokes about you. And I feel like, Nikki, no. No. So let's get into what he had to say. She's the undisputed champion. Okay, and I like Clarissa. I don't know. I like her. I like her rawness. I like her realness. Other people don't, but I do. I think she's dope. So let's get into what Remy said, a little bit what Remy said, and then we're going to get into what Pap said. Because nobody wins when the family feuds. I guess they didn't listen to Jay-Z on the 444 album.
How do I know? Because the text came to my phone because he's still on my health insurance. He just didn't want you to go. That's all. So he could sit over there and call me every day about how being here just makes me think about everything. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Yesterday, I was laid up yesterday. Was I not laid up? Were we not laid up? Oh. What? Ew. I don't even like the cologne you wear. It's gross. Ew. By the way, my stepson called me. Want me to put him on my live? I'll put him on my live and let him go. I'll let him go. Mr. Great Dad, Mr. Great Husband. I will add him to my live and let him go on you. Tell me thank you. I felt bad after because I didn't even realize that. Like, oh shit, I could have just possibly put him in this.
So we're not even going to all that because y'all heard this from other content creators. And listen, I don't promote people. Listen, if you want to be with the person, wait till they're divorced because it could not be me. But at the end of the day, a lot of people are dating people while they're married. If it weren't happening, we wouldn't have content. Okay, so let's get into Papoose.
Initially, when it transpired, it was 2022 when she started dealing with the lane. But that wasn't the first time I caught her cheating. I've caught her cheating numerous times since she's been home. With the lane, the reason, but hold on, let's get to the point. We're gonna get to the lane later. You had the audacity to mention my child, and you had the audacity to mention me not seeing my daughter. When ever since I left, she has not allowed me to see my daughter. She's been straight miserable. I'm gonna say it again. All men out there who ever been through this type of situation, you know how it gets when you're dealing with a miserable individual. She did not allow me to see my daughter since this first transpired at the end of last year. Blatantly, I went to pick my daughter up from school. When I went to pick my daughter up from school, Diamond was picking my daughter up because that's who has my daughter all the time. And that was one of the biggest issues I had with her because all my daughter know is mommy and daddy. She was raised with both parents. That's all she know from day one since the womb. Our entire lives has been documented. What goes on with these celebrities is they like when y'all come on their page and y'all like their posts. They like when y'all spend y'all money on their concerts, on their music. They like when y'all make them rich. So y'all become fans and y'all follow the journey of these celebrities for years and years and years, right? As y'all follow the journey of these celebrities.
And let's get into some more. Hold on.
Basically,
I learned how to fast forward on my tablet. So, do I agree with Papoose on some of this? Yes, I do. Because we've seen it. We've seen it. Like, she can say whatever she wants to say, and I get it. They're going to have their issues, but the truth of the matter is, Remy, you were out here cheating, right? And people are like, well, he was cheating while she was in prison. What was she doing in prison? Honestly, I feel like this. She didn't even want Papoose. She wanted somebody to take care of her son, and he did that. I just feel bad because their daughter has to see this. But Remy ran to the internet because she wants a moment. If she was happy over there with that great value Pap, do y'all really think she would be saying anything? We've seen the girls who moved on. The girls who moved on, they're not doing a lot of talking. Cash Doll is a prime example. Her baby daddy is crashing out on the internet every 2 minutes. And she's having the time of her life. She's having the time of her life. Same thing happened with Jocelyn Hernandez. Remember, Stevie J was giving her hell when she was over there with Ballistic? Her and Ballistic are having the times of their lives. You can tell the girls who are happy and the girls who are not. You can tell the girls who are happy and the girls who are not. Hell, even Belle could not stop getting on the internet. I think she gets on the internet when she's bored. I don't know. Belkanana says she's getting into the mattress. I think we all need some of that action. Maybe Remy's not getting into the mattress with a doppelganger. She said she loves it over there. I can't tell. Oh, I forgot.
You want to talk, and you stayed out with the lane while your daughter was crying for you. Tears. Also, she wanted to talk about all of this money talk and all of this and what I don't got and what I got. Since I met her, I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth. And with me saying that, I want to say this to y'all. Anyone who has an iPhone, you know how iPhones work. When I was younger, I used to be able to write rhymes in my head, create rhymes in my head, and remember them. Just like that. As time went on, I got a little older, I started to write rhymes in my email draft. Now, if you have an iPhone, you go in your email draft. If anybody come around me, and we're in the flesh next to each other, I can type in any word from one of her songs, and her entire rap will come up. The entire verse will come up. I never asked for a penny. I never asked for credit. She was my wife. I didn't want anything from her. I just wanted to see her win.
I believe it.
Like I said, I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth since I met her. Y'all said it. Y'all said it numerous times. Oh, we know that's Pap behind that pen. Did I ever agree with y'all? Did I ever put it out there?
Nope.
I never said I wrote her rhymes. I left it. I didn't need the credit. All I wanted her to do was win. Wrote the rhymes, did the contracts, security, the whole shit. So you fabricate these stories, and it's very weird that you're talking all of this money talk, but in your background, it's everything that I bought. All of the utilities are in my name. So all of this fabrication about, oh, he don't pay no bills, oh, he don't do this, he don't do that. If you analyze her life, the whole thing is about all of this money talk. Why? Because she wants y'all to think that she's this big shot. I don't need to come up here and perpetrate no fraud like I'm a big shot, like I'm this and I'm that. For the simple fact that I speak with my actions. You want to talk about black love? Anybody who follow me, they know I've always been pro-black and had knowledge.
And he is pro-black, just for y'all know. Look, I'm gonna say it like this, and I'll be pinning I'll pin his link in there so I can watch the full live. Remy Ma has been doing the subs and the ads, and I feel like this. If Remy Ma was truly happy where she was at, she wouldn't even be addressing Clarissa, because we already know she would be like, whatever. The fact that she's saying you're a side chick, you're like, he's using you, all this stuff, why do you care? When in Remy's history has she ever cared about another woman? Never. Okay, let's get into something else. Brooklyn tidal wave. Shout out to potent pondering, LaRon. He said it a long time ago, that Brooklyn tidal wave, and played the clip where she said that Pap and Remy was not going to work, and it's because of whatever, and she used to be Remy Ma's best friend. I feel like this. If Pap didn't have no money, Remy would not be over there fighting to the T for him to come pick up his clothes. She would have had them delivered to wherever he was at. In my opinion, I think she still wants Pap. She literally did a post, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, where she said, and I can get him again, or something like that. I feel like she is bothered by the fact that he's out in public with Clarissa. There, no matter whatever's going on in their situation, Clarissa seems secure in her, whatever they got going on. And that's fine. Look, honestly, I don't care, because Remy brought this on herself, her doppelganger. We got here because your side dude decided to tell the world he was going to the blogs with it. And then Papoose also outlined that he thought you were being blackmailed, which you are. And he had the recording of her saying she was blackmailed. And now, because remember, Pap knocked him out, he got all this animosity, and I could have been left and all this. Listen, y'all don't understand the ins and outs of marriages, because some of y'all have never been married before. Some people can tolerate a little cheating because it's better to look unified as a unit. And let's not act like in the midst of all the BS, he wasn't holding her down, putting her name out there, but yet she always talking about Fat Joe. Fat Joe don't like her, and I'm glad Jovi woke it up today. Make sure y'all go check out Jovi Beauty's video and AC2, because they, and Naughty Love, everybody put it out there. My issue will always be, if Papoose is all these things, he's trash, he's this, he's that, just sign the divorce papers. Sign the divorce papers and go on with your life. Sign the divorce papers and go on with your life. Go be whoever you want to be. If he's trash, I'm telling you, we will find out he's trash, Remy. You don't have to do any of that. She showed us one receipt of him pawning a Cartier bracelet, and we don't know why he did that. You brought up his child and said, my stepson, my stepson. Why are you bringing up the children? Like, don't be lame. Do not be lame. Remy, people have been saying for a long time you're hard to deal with. You don't listen. Your quote-unquote brother, Fat Joe, who wanted to leave you to the wayside, said you don't listen. He told you not to be fighting with Nicki Minaj, and you picked with her because you felt like it was better for you, and it did a little something for you. But when you was on that State of the Culture pod, I knew then you don't have the vernacular, the range, or the intellect to be in spaces with people who want to see you flourish and grow. That's why you want to be on the battle rap and they in each other's faces and breathe in each other's breaths and all that stuff, because you're a fool. You're a fool. You still don't. Low self-esteem will do numbers on y'all. Listen, she grew up in the Bronx as a thick, dark-skinned Hispanic girl. So we already know what's going on with her. We saw it on Love and Hip Hop. We saw it off of Love and Hip Hop. And oh, by the way, she missed out on that easy check because she fought with one of the girls while she was on probation. And they had to pay her not to press charges. Y'all remember she just had a baby not too long ago. She said, you hit me because she told the truth about Remy. She said Remy ain't nothing but a bully who likes going to prison. Look, I'm not saying Pap is the best man ever, but yeah, she's dark Hispanic. She's Afro-Hispanic or whatever they want to call them. But she calls herself a black woman because she's not a Cardi B like. She doesn't have the skin tone of Cardi B. Yes, look at it. I think she's Dominican or something like that. Remy Ma is crazy. Yeah, I looked it up. She is. She is. She is. She is. Y'all know me. She's Afro-Latina. Yeah, that's what it is. Because I was like, what did I call it? Out, child. They're going to think I'm ghetto. Listen, at the end of the day, we can all resolve this by following the paperwork. I'm ready to sign them papers. Sign the papers. Move on. You're happy with your new man. I think she wants to see him. I think she wants to get him on live, picking up his bags, saying, he's picking up his bags from my house. What is that going to do for you, Remy? She wants some type of closure or some type of something to just be like, boom. I believe very much so she was trying to get back with Papoose. Since she's been with the doppelganger, where has she been? Nowhere. Everybody likes to say Pap is broke, but if she was broke, why is she holding on so hard to this broke-ass man? He broke, but he took care of her son with no money she was bringing in. She wasn't bringing in no money but $8.22. Let me change that, $3.52. And going to see her every weekend. And making sure her son got to see her. But I'm supposed to believe that, okay, that's not what New York said. That's not what the Brooklynites say. They say they get money and he comes from a big family filled with love, and I believe it. He said you got a lot of fake people around you, and you could tell. She moves as if she's in her 20s. This is a 40-something-year-old woman. And I believe you're as young as you feel, but you got to grow up. She has a daughter to raise. Look at the job she did with her son. And we saw how the son felt. Horrible job. Was fighting with the son, didn't even want to go to the, but Pap wouldn't even show up at the baby shower, nothing. Talking about I'm not a grandma and all this other stuff. And now your son is facing life in prison. But you want to fight on the internet. Fight for your son. Fight to be a better mom to your children. Fight to be a better woman to this new man. Do you think he deserves this? While you out here pretending like you love him, you don't even like him. And I can tell you don't like him. Because if you liked him, you wouldn't have to say we was laid up. I do think he feels some type of way because he got knocked out. Papoose said he shook my hand and he was sleeping with my wife. And we're doing business. Absolutely not. Like, Remy, please. You have more years behind you than you do in front of you. And you want to play on the internet. He posted the receipts. Post us the real receipts. Don't be writing these soliloquies and all this other stuff. I get it. The girls don't like when the girls be sleeping with these husbands. But y'all is champion the doppelganger. The doppelganger was willing to sell the story to Tasha K. Before this fool she laid down with, we never heard anything about Papoose and Remy. There was that one time they were trying to come out with when Remy Ma was pregnant. Oh, he had a secret relationship while she was in prison. But I'm gonna tell y'all this, you get locked up and I have to hold you down as a wife, my needs are gonna get met. She had money on her books and got visitation. Trust me. She was good because I know what it's like for the women in the prisons. They don't get no love. So I'm not saying we have to give him a badge of honor because he held her down while she was in prison. But the least she could have did was cheated better. But I don't know. It's sad, honestly and truly. That's why I said show the receipts. Show the receipts. It's 2025. Show us the receipts. And if you don't want that man, let him go. He's trash anyway. He ain't getting no money. Let him go. Let him go. You done moved on. You with a whole Muslim man. But those are just my thoughts. So what are y'all thoughts on this Space Squad? And again, I don't advise y'all getting into a relationship with someone who is already married. Okay? She is allowing Easy to destroy her life. He came through like a cancer. And I think that's why she's holding on for dear life. I do believe him when he said she wanted him back. That's why she's lashing out at Clarissa, because she knows that's something he's into. Otherwise, you know, it wouldn't be no other thing. Clarissa didn't leave when it was the other women and whatnot. I'm just like, girl, sign the papers. You look crazy. If he's a cheater, he's abusive, he's cheap, he's broke, leave that dusty alone. Why are you fighting so hard to keep him? The math don't be mathing enough for me. That's all I'm saying. But y'all, what are your thoughts on this? What are your opinions? Comment down below. I gotta go. Bye, hoes.